You all know Jake Rongholt, TV20 Sports Director.
And also, you see these guys just all buying in.
Mm-hmm. What was your reaction when you put that Gator hat on?
With an exclusive here with our 3 Gator preseason All-SEC players.
In the Final Four, in the NCAA tournament as a whole, it never was easy for the Florida Gators. I had one word already etched in my notepad here: charismatic.
Think of this: injuries, illnesses, and a new head coach. The defending champion Trenton softball team is on a title road laced with adversity, but 9 wins later, there they stood. 4 titles since 2019, and they call that a dynasty. Trenton taking on Northview. Lady Tigers scored 3. They had Addison Allaire on, and you know what that means. Yep, strikeout parade. There's 1, and how about 2 to close out the first? She had 12 on the day. Trenton, though, playing a little small ball here this time around with runners on. Adeline Welber's with them. Bunt that sprints to first, beats the throw. Mackenzie Fisher, green light. The toss to home, not in time. It's 4-0. Then Emma Bryson said, you know what? That was kind of fun. Let's just do that again. This time, sack bunt, and the same result. McKenna Young slides for home. The ball falls out. It is 5-0. Now, Carly Philmont, what a day against Liberty County. Had a career day against the Chiefs. Left field, see you later. That's a 2-run shot. 7-0 Lady Tigers rolling. Northview plates 1. Allaire says that is the last time. Nearly 185 strikeouts this season. 7th straight complete game for the sophomore. Then more from Philmont. More to come to short. Another run in. 3 RBI day for the senior. And of course, you know what is going to happen. Allaire ends the season with a strikeout. Injuries, illness, it does not matter. You got your 4th state title since 2019. The Lady Tigers are now a dynasty. They run roll Northview 11-1 after Allaire all smiles.
We definitely had a harder time this year. Even through regionals, we had to play a good game with Williston. They're a good team. We just wanted to come down here and we gelled together as a team and really wanted to play for each other. This been our goal since we started conditioning in January, and I'm just really happy that we got to pull it off.
In 2020, Hawthorne hired Gator grade Cornelius Ingram. Since then, the Hornets have been to the state title game every year under Ingram. With a win over unbeaten Blountstown, Ingram could be part of a football dynasty. Hawthorne taking on the Blountstown Tigers for a chance at their 3rd state title in 4 years. Let's go right to the action. The Hornets, they start driving right away. That's going to be Derek Gillens right up the gut, and he is going to pick up enough to get a fresh set of downs. You know what? But how about through the air here? How good is Richard Roundtree Jr.? You say pretty good. Raheem Moore makes a few defenders miss, and he picks up enough for a first down. Then started the drive. Now he ends it. That's Gillens right up the gut for the touchdown, and it makes it 8-0. They get 2, and they make it 8-0. Hornets ball again. Now it's sophomore Roundtree Jr. throwing. Nathan Jennings, and it's caught in the end zone. Hornets clicking on offense. They jump to a 16-0 lead over the Tigers. Now everything is clicking, but then all of a sudden, the ball is going to slip away from the Hornets, and this is Tigers. Bowen Barber picks it up to give Blountstown some hope, and the Tigers will take advantage of the turnover as watch as FSU commit Amari Thomas is going to bulldoze his way in for the Tigers' first points of the game. They got the lead 16-8, but you know what? The Hornets, they strap it on for 4, and this is exactly why. On 4th down, they'll do this. Roundtree rolls out, hits a dime. Wide open is Dominic Harvey for the touchdown. They keep pounding, extend the lead to 24-8. The Tigers, they were desperate for a chance, and you know what? They're going to do something they're going to regret. Throwing it up, and is that Nathan Jennings? Yes, sir, the ball hawker does it, and that will do it. Hawthorne wins their 3rd state title in 4 years, 24-8 victory over previously undefeated Blountstown. Head coach Cornelius Ingram knows how special it is, and so does Roundtree.
Best feeling ever. Best feeling ever. Hawthorne is a special place, man. It's a special town, and you don't get that type of support everywhere. And I'm just happy to be a part of it. I get to do it at home, man. Again, right? Coaches coach, don't get me wrong. But a lot of coaches don't coach back at home.
It feels great to know that we didn't let the outside noise get to us, and we came in the summer working, knowing that we were underage and stuff, but we didn't let that get to us. We came in working, and it showed off today. Stay humble, keep working, and keep God in our life.
When you find your dream job, you do whatever it takes to succeed, no matter where you go. Robbie Pruitt has been doing this for 42 years, and his next stop is back at the old stomping grounds of Union County, where he created a dynasty in the 1990s. Pruitt made it official Wednesday after moving on from Williston, where he won nearly 40 games in the last 4 seasons and made a deep postseason run. Pruitt came to Lake Butler in 1993, where he brought home 3 consecutive titles from 1994 to 96, and at a time posted 53 straight wins. He left in 1999 after a historical 79-10 record. Pruitt also surpassed the 400-win milestone. Union County dealt with controversy after Andrew Thomas was mysteriously fired. Last week, Thomas was hired by Dixie County. In their press release, Superintendent Mike Ripplinger said about the hire, quote, "Coach Robbie Pruitt's career reflects a commitment to hard work, excellence in the development of both players and coaches. These values have defined his success at every stop along his Hall of Fame career. Notably, he is the only head coach in history to record 200 more wins in 2 different states. Also, Union County is thrilled to welcome Coach Pruitt back home and looks forward to an exciting future for Union County Tiger football." Why do you go to the movies? Escape from real life. But when you watch a sports movie, you are inspired. When I sat down with Luke Heyman and Kobe Shelton and Cade Curlin, I asked their favorite film, and one player looks to embody his favorite character behind the plate.
Now the 1-2. That's ripped down the left field.
Favorite movie?
I think I'd go with Gladiator.
Okay, Gladiator. Why is that?
That's a classic, first of all, and it's just like the whole the plot with Maximus and him coming back from a slave and all that. It's awesome. I don't know. Whenever people ask me what's your favorite movie, it immediately just pops in my head, just bang, Gladiator.
What about you, Luke?
I think I'd say the Equalizer with Denzel Washington.
Do you have a watch where you have to time yourself out in 9 seconds?
I don't, but in that movie, he's a good actor, and I mean, I've watched him a bunch back at home, and then last year I remember Jake Clemente and some other guys were over, and they've never seen it, and we watched it. We watched actually, I think all 3 of them back-to-back days.
What was the reaction from some of those players when they saw it for the first time?
I just remember some of them using the quotes that they were said in the movie. Days, weeks later, they were still saying some of the lines that were in there.
What quote have you heard a lot from the team?
You play with rain, you got to be able to handle the mud or something like that. Yeah, I think that was what it was. Is that what it was? I remember. I thought that's what it was. I think someone put their Instagram caption as that one time because after they watched it.
Yeah, the University of Florida introduced the 31st head coach in program history and a winner and a proven winner. TV20's Jake Rongholt joins us live on location. What are some of your takeaways after seeing this John Summerall for the first time?
I had one word already etched in my notepad here: charismatic. We just left the press conference, and I mean, it was night and day compared to when Billy Napier was introduced a couple of years ago. Steve Spurrier was here, Urban Meyer was here, and one of the things that he said that really got out to me was, the only way we know how to do it is being all in. I'm a winner, we're going to win. If you're looking for somebody that won the press conference, it was John Summerall. He was there with his family and his 4 kids, and Scott Strickland did the introduction. He had a jersey. So it was really something to see. There were 12 Florida players there, including DJ Legway and Jamari Lyons.
I do think this is a unique environment because I'm going to have an opportunity to recruit the best players in the country. There's no reason why we shouldn't attract the very top end of the talent coming out of high school. And that excites me. I've had great players. I shared with the guys in the team meeting some of the names they've never heard of were no-star and 2-star recruits that I've helped get to the NFL at Troy and Tulane. Man, what do I get to do with some 9-stars? Watch out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, keep in mind, Todd Golden had 3 0-stars and Will Richard, Walter Clayton, and Elijah Martin. Now we're going to see if that could work out for him in football with John Summerall, who actually did speak to Todd Golden before he came here for his press conference. And we'll have more coming up here tonight at 6 o'clock. Live from the Heavener facility, Jake Rongholt, TV20 Sports.
Playing the game, the Rowdy Reptiles let out the loudest cheer of the night for the world's tallest player, Olivier Roux, in his first game since November 21st. The redshirt freshman not only earned some minutes, but C.J. Ingram's pass ended with the dunk heard around the nation. The 7'9" Roux scored his first points as a Gator, and the Florida sideline went ballistic. I brought on Steve Russell to describe Roux's dunk being so significant.
Loved it. Loved it. And then, when he dunked, he barely got off the floor. That was amazing. And it's so cool, though, that the crowd, you become a crowd favorite now. We want him. And I think that's really good.
I'm just going to say right here to this right now. I love the Rowdy Reptiles. That is one of the coolest things I have ever seen since I've been here in Gainesville. I love those guys because when Rue came out, you could hear the entire arena just leap out of their seat. Biggest cheers of the night, and that's what happens. I mean, and then Ingram had that nice little pass over to Rue. That was so slick because, as you said, barely got off the ground.
Yeah.
He barely got off the ground here.
Yeah.
Earlier this week, Urban Meyer is inducted in the College Football Hall of Fame. One of the players he coached was Hawthorne's own Cornelius Ingram, bringing home his third state football title. In my sit-down with Coach Ingram, I asked about the impact that Meyer had on his coaching career with the Hornets. Your coach, Urban Meyer, went into the College Football Hall of Fame, but you were telling me he stays in touch with you even to this day. So what is it about being part of that team, that national championship run that has made you so close with Meyer?
I had a great relationship with him, even at Florida. And of course, after that, we stayed in contact with each other. And he's constantly, shouting out my program, even now to this day. But, to know, and I've had that opportunity to play for a Hall of Fame coach. It means everything to me. And honestly, a lot of things that I do now as a head coach, I learned some of those things from Coach Meyer, whether it's plays, how I motivate my guys. So he plays a huge role into my success as a coach as well. So happy to know him and definitely proud of him for being in the Hall of Fame for sure.
Gator men's basketball team is waking up national champions, and fans are celebrating. After last night's big win, TV20's Jake Rongholt got the chance to chat with some players and coaches about how they were feeling. Here's what some of them had to say.
It is surreal. It is incredible. The Florida Gators are your national champions. It was never easy. If you have to go back to, I don't know, just think of a game. Because you can't think of a game. Because in the Final Four, in the NCAA tournament as a whole, it never was easy for the Florida Gators. And it wasn't easy in this one. The final score was 65-63. It came down to free throws thanks to Elijah Martin, thanks to Walter Clayton, thanks to Will Richard. And in the locker room, the unselfishness of this team just continues, even in their sound bites.
Whatever it takes to win. I mean, I'm good if I don't score a bunch of points, but we get the win. I got a lot of different things in my game that can help us win. So it's definitely good seeing the shots go in, but I just want to do whatever it takes to win, and it was good just seeing that help us.
Special moment for sure. I think just being able to get the ball inside, that's the best shots in basketball, just finishing around the rim. So, once we started doing that, it was a change in momentum, and I think that's the best type of offense, just getting inside in transition especially.
Kondo and Will really stepped up and just started to make some plays, and I really believed in them, and this whole team just believes in each other,
It means the world, honestly. It's the reason I came back in the first place. This man told me that we had an opportunity and that we could realistically win it. And so I put my faith in him, just like I did when I decided to come to Florida.
Easy to take a chance on a guy like this when he's about the right stuff. He works his tail off. He's the best teammate that you'll ever find. I mean, when he was hurt and he was down, he was out last year. At the end of the year, it really affected our play. Not just in that SEC title game against Auburn, but obviously in the NCAA tournament against Colorado. Fast forward to where we are right now, all the work he put into, his training and his rehab to get back to where he was able to get back on the floor. I couldn't be more proud of an individual who deserves, all the adulation that he should be getting, because Micah really elevated our program when he came back.
So does the end of a historical season, 40 games, and they save the best for last because they get to hold up that national title the first time since 2007. It has been an incredible ride here, and these players, just like everybody here in San Antonio, just unselfish, and that is their word when you think about the Florida Gators going forward. So for the final time, here in San Antonio, here in this great Alamo Dome, Jake Rongholt, TV20 Sports.